Alright, it's time for the final part of this build. Um, we're looking at just doing the LEDs in this stage. I'm just quickly scanning the board to make sure that I've gotten everything else in place. Alright, looks like we're good. I have no idea how this is going to illuminate. It's probably going to go from that way, but red, blue, green? Red, green, blue? Let's go red, green, blue. And we'll put the reds on this side. So, like my usual quick testing of the LEDs, just to make sure that they're good. When you're testing a red LED with a 3-volt coin cell, you want to make sure that you just test it very briefly. So just a quick tap of the leads, and put the long lead on the long side of the battery. Looking good. I like to do this to make sure all of the LEDs are functioning, because they can be a little problematic to desolder. Anyway, so I'm hoping these will kind of hold themselves in. Now, the markings on the board for these LEDs is actually kind of interesting. I don't think it's going to show very well on camera, but it's just a circle. Now, inside the circle is the standard diode marker, so you'll be able to tell which is the cathode. But there's also a line on one side of the circle, which probably is meant to denote the flattened side of the LED. So let's see how well they're going to hold themselves in. Not entirely too great, but let's just plow on ahead here. There we go. So we'll do my standard we'll solder one leg of the LED into place, and then get them all centered, or not centered, both flush, and then solder the other lead of the LED. So make sure we're putting these in all correct. Cathode towards the bottom or side of the board. I guess this is technically the bottom because all the text is printed in that direction, but I'm kind of visualizing this as the bottom of the board, which probably isn't correct. We'll kind of get an idea of what the board designers felt was the top of the board by how the view meter performs. So we're just going to go ahead and start soldering here. Again, we're just going to do one lead of each LED. Pardon the road noise. It's getting to be after work, and there's a lot of people heading home along the road here next to my place. So. All right. Make sure these are nice and flush. Probably isn't the most exciting thing to watch, but it's an important step. Well, I guess it's really not super important because the LEDs have absolutely no electrical reason to be flush. It's just makes it nice visually, rather than having LEDs pointing every which way. Alright, we'll just do a quick visual inspection from the top. Alright, and then solder the other leads. sure not to get any cold solder joints. A couple of those joints looked a little sketchy. Yeah, let's touch those up real quick. I think it's just due to the way the leads are constructed. Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright, and then we'll trim those and move on to the next one. Just work our way quickly. Alright, what did I say? Green for middle. Alright. Transistor's kind of little cocky bumpses. There we go. Alright, so do the same. Oh, I didn't test them. Gotta test them. Alright. Nope, that one's good. That one's good. I think I said 18650 battery when I was talking about testing LEDs just a few minutes ago, but what I meant to say was actually CR2032 battery. I mean, you could do this also with an 18650 battery, but I was talking about the CR2032, just the bog standard, used in everything coin cell battery. Alright. Hopefully these are all reasonably well matched for brightness. I guess doing the LEDs last was alright. I was kind of worried they wouldn't be easy to align properly on the board. This is a really densely populated board. This has been quite a project. Alright. Wish they'd sent me some extra LEDs, but oh well. It's always nice to have some extra LEDs lying around. Okay, following the same procedure one more time. Interesting noises coming in from outside. No idea what's going on. Sounds like children being tortured or something, but they're probably just playing. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now, we will continue. These are all a little bit misaligned, but that's alright. That's why we do this. Making sure they're all nice and straight. There we go. Alright. We're almost done. I'm getting excited. Very looking forward to... oh, it's just a shine that I thought was a cold solder joint. Very much looking forward to plugging this thing in and seeing how it performs. Alright. Almost done. Alright, that's the green LEDs in place. Now we just need to do the blue ones and we're all done. What are we doing for time? Oh yeah, we're doing fine. Where did that go? That one went on the floor. Oh well. That's what vacuum cleaners are for, right? Alright, time for the blue ones. Alright. Oops. Long side of the LED on the long side of the battery. It's like, oh no, I have a bad one. No, I just had a brain fart. Looking good so far. One more. Perfect. Okay. Now we will just throw these into the board, solder them, and then we are all done. And this board looks incredible with all these components on it. I love old analog electronics. You could easily do something like this with an Arduino and what was it? Something, oh, I forget what it's called, multiplexed pulse width modulation or something like that. I talked about it in a previous video when I built the that color changing cube that was powered by an Arduino. Not pulling a blank, but yeah, you'd be able to control all of these LEDs just off of the outputs of the Arduino, but I'm doing it with the analog components and the transistors and the voltage dividers with the resistors to make the LEDs trigger at different times. Just so much more satisfying. You know, and there's the look of it too. Like if this was powered by an Arduino, you'd have some current limiting resistors on the LEDs and the Arduino, and that would be it, because everything else would be controlled by the code in the Arduino. And, you know, there's a time and a place for that kind of stuff, but I really prefer the chunkiness and the interaction with the the analog electronics, just the look of it, because it looks like electronics, right? I don't know. Let me know what you think, if you agree with me in the comments, or if you have absolutely no idea what I'm saying. No, either way, give me some sort of input. Just one more LED to straighten out here. There we go. This one's still a little off. Alright, we're all set, and we're almost out of battery again. Wow. I'm doing a lot of filming today, so let's see if we can bang this out real quick before the battery dies. Do it all in one cut. Okay, there's that. And I'm assuming, being as this has a 6-volt voltage regulator in it, we can probably power this off of a 9-volt battery. So I'm going to go ahead and plan that out in my head while I quickly clip off these leads. Trying to hurry so that I don't have to change the battery again. Boy, am I glad I bought those extra batteries, though, because I can just, on long projects like these, I can just cycle the batteries in and out of the charger. Even if they don't get a full charge, they can get sufficient charge for me to keep going. Alright, so we're going to need this. Where are my wire strippers? Oh, they're there. Alright, grab my wire strippers. And strip off a modest length on the bottom of this power cable. There we go. And we'll go ahead and tin those. Let's see if we can get this to stand up at least somewhat. I'll just kind of weave it into the, there we go, perfect. Alright, clean the tip. Tin the wires, there we go. And then we need one of these and a 9-volt battery. I'll just grab this one, and then I need this. Okay, so let's use one of these, which I just got in my post bag. Nice. They're good and set there. And then we'll plug power. There we go. Make sure we don't have any errant bits of trim. And then we'll plug it in. And interesting. Looks like we need to make some adjustments on the potentiometers here. So I bet why are those two going all the time? That's weird. Testing, 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 testing. Oh, let's testing, testing. Well, I did something wrong in the circuit where these two LEDs are, because they shouldn't be on all the time. And the sibilants... Okay, so the blue reacts to the sibilants. Weird. Well, I'll do a follow-up video after I've troubleshooted why this is acting up. But thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, consider clicking here to subscribe. Right over here will be a video that YouTube thinks you'll find interesting. Over here will be the View Meter playlist. And right here will be a link to Patreon, which you can use to support further videos like this. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.